This is a wolf spider, a ground-dwelling hunter using speed, camouflage, and sharp vision instead of webs. Brown or gray with markings, it has 8 eyes, lives worldwide, and is generally harmless. This is Juneau, Alaska, where a harbor master shared photos of record snowfall topping 100 inches in 5 weeks. Boats remain essential for isolated communities without roads, as constant storms, minimal melting, sunken vessels, and dock damage reveal how harsh this winter has been. This is Moshe, an Asian elephant from Thailand who lost her front foot as a calf to a landmine. Thai surgeon Therdchai Jivakat made her a custom prosthetic leg, which she learned to use in just 12 hours. Therdchai has crafted over 20,000 prosthetic limbs for animals and people worldwide. This is a group of Orthodox monks playing in the snow on Mount Athos, Greece in 2015. It was the first snow in 7 years. After breakfast, they joyfully threw snow, using it all, then quietly returned indoors. This is Decotora, short for decoration truck, a Japanese subculture from the 1970s. Drivers customize their trucks with bright lights, chrome, hand-painted murals, and extravagant interiors, including chandeliers or Louis Vuitton designs, making each vehicle a unique, rolling work of art. The Great Pyramid of Giza is an exceptionally precise structure, aligned to true north within 0.05%, leveled across its 13-acre base to about 2 centimeters, with casing stones fitted with joints as thin as 0.5 millimeters. This is the story of Katsi Wilson, who on her Georgia wedding day met 7-year-old Saleh Ahmad, the child living with her late son Miles's donated heart, after a fatal car accident 2 years earlier. Saleh surprised her by attending, walking her down the aisle, and sharing a heartbeat moment that inspires organ donation around the world today. This is a bird that seems imagined rather than seen, hidden deep within Himalayan forests. The Satyr tragopan's rich colors and intricate patterns camouflage it perfectly on the forest floor. During breeding season, the male performs one of nature's most astonishing displays, revealing bright blue facial skin, vivid red markings, and horn-like projections to attract a mate successfully nearby. This is the iconic Bliss wallpaper from Windows XP, photographed by Charles O'Rear in 1996 while driving through Sonoma County, California. The image shows a rolling green hill beneath a bright blue sky and was completely unedited. Microsoft purchased the photo for $25,000 with no royalties, and it became the most viewed image in history. Apple Maps uses backpack-mounted camera systems to capture detailed street-level imagery in places vehicles cannot reach. Worn by mapping teams, these rigs collect pedestrian-scale data along trails, stairways, campuses, and historic districts. The technology helps Apple create more accurate maps, improve navigation, and deliver immersive views of locations that were previously difficult or impossible to document fully. In 1966, Egypt banned climbing the pyramids. Before the rule took effect, photographer Farouk Ibrahim was granted rare permission for one final ascent. He climbed the Great Pyramid with Sohair Zaki, capturing images from the summit. Photos taken from the top are now nearly impossible to recreate, making this shoot a remarkable record from the end of an era history. This is a sculptural samurai armor reimagined as an owl, crafted entirely from silver by Japanese metal artist Ryosuke Shiomi. Inspired by traditional kabuto helmets and sewed shoulder guards, the piece replaces iron with fine alloyed silver. The owl symbolizes wisdom, vigilance, and protection, while layered plates echo feathers and historic lamellar armor, blending martial heritage with contemporary artistic expression. This is a photographer capturing breathtaking images of the moon during sunset. At this time, particles like dust, smoke, aerosols, and pollution scatter sunlight, causing shorter wavelengths to fade. Warm reds and oranges dominate the sky, creating richer, deeper, and more dramatic colors. This natural atmospheric filtering transforms ordinary sunsets into stunning visual spectacles worldwide. This is the behavior known as splooting, where animals lie flat on their bellies with legs stretched behind them, often called pancaking or frogging, Spluting helps animals cool down by maximizing contact with the ground, which transfers heat away from their bodies. It also allows them to stretch and relax. Especially useful for animals that do not sweat, this natural thermoregulation tactic lets them take advantage of cooler surfaces to lower body temperature during hot weather. This is a unique pizza cooked using natural volcanic heat on the slopes of Pacaya volcano in Guatemala. Chef Mario David Garcia Mancilla discovered that cracks and vents near lava fields reached temperatures of 300 degrees Celsius or more. Using metal trays placed in stable heat pockets formed by volcanic stones, he cooks the dough evenly without touching molten rock. Pacaya's slow lava flows allow safe controlled cooking, baking pizzas in minutes entirely with geothermal energy, without fuel, electricity, or fire. This is a distinctive Lord of the Rings portrait series by Woodrow White, created during the isolation of 2020 using oil and acrylic. Working from Los Angeles, White drew from Tolkien's writing rather than film adaptations, letting imagination and mood shape his vision. The atmospheric, slightly unsettling paintings blend surrealism, horror, and dry humor. Characters like Gandalf and Tom Bombadil appear vivid and otherworldly, recognizable yet reimagined, making the series a personal, eerie interpretation of Middle-earth rather than traditional fan art. This is the Farm Family Project by Rob McInnes, created between 2007 and 2022, presenting farm animals in staged portraits inspired by formal human family photos. Using studio lighting, handlers, and digital compositing, McInnes captures cows, pigs, sheep, goats, and poultry individually and in groups. The group portraits resemble traditional family compositions, inviting viewers to see farm animals as unique social members rather than interchangeable parts of agricultural production, blending art, empathy, and careful conceptual design. This is Waylon, a dog who spent 95 days in a shelter before meeting a woman and her son, Kai, who had come just to look around. Kai asked careful questions about Waylon's personality, health, and safety. When they returned to adopt him, Kai wore a suit for the special occasion. Now Waylon and his thoughtful new best friend are inseparable, bringing joy and companionship to each other's lives. This is the story of Ben Underwood, the only human known to develop true echolocation. Blind since age 2, he learned to navigate the world by making clicking sounds with his mouth and listening to the echoes, similar to dolphins' sonar. Using this skill, he could walk, run, climb trees, play basketball, ride bikes, and even play video games. Ben passed away in 2009 at age 16, leaving a remarkable legacy of human adaptability. This is the Monaco Grand Prix as it appeared in the 1970s and 1980s, when Formula One cars raced through the city with almost no barriers between drivers and the public. Teams worked in open paddocks, drivers prepared their own helmets, and spectators stood mere meters from speeding cars. Modern safety regulations have changed these conditions, and while Monaco remains on the calendar, this daring version of the race no longer exists. This is the story of Julia Butterfly Hill, who lived for 738 days in the canopy of Luna, an ancient redwood tree in California. She stayed on 2 small platforms, 180 feet above the ground, to prevent the Pacific Lumber Company from cutting it down and to raise awareness about old-growth forests, enduring storms, freezing temperatures, and isolation. Julia relied on a system of ropes, buckets, and a small radio to survive. Her peaceful protest inspired environmental activism worldwide, demonstrating the power of individual courage. In December 1999, she descended, having secured a legal agreement to protect Luna permanently. Born among rocks and cliffs, this baby klipspringer is already learning what balance truly means. From its first days, every movement matters. Its small, compact body and dense coat are perfectly suited for life on steep terrain, where agility is a necessity. Klipspringers are unique for their hooves. They walk on the tips, almost like dancers, gripping rocks with remarkable precision. Even at a young age, this instinct grows with every step. In these rocky landscapes, hiding is survival. The mother keeps her baby close, teaching it to move, pause, and watch. Life begins quietly, built on trust, patience, and instinct. A man from Alberta, almost 80 years old, walked into Del Mar College of Hair and Aesthetics with a simple goal. He wanted to learn how to do his wife's hair and makeup. Married for over 50 years, he saw everyday tasks become dangerous as her eyesight faded. Curling irons could burn her, and applying mascara was risky. This is Hajwala, also commonly known as Tafheet, an illegal street-driving subculture that emerged in parts of Saudi Arabia during the late 1990s and early 2000s. It involved drivers performing high-speed stunts, intentionally oversteering their vehicles, spinning across multiple lanes, and sometimes lifting cars onto two wheels. These daring maneuvers were made possible by wide, lightly trafficked highways found outside major cities. Unlike formal organizations or clubs, Hajwala spread primarily through word of mouth, homemade DVDs, and later, online videos, which helped fuel its popularity among young drivers. The culture was fueled by thrill-seeking, peer recognition, and the desire to showcase driving skill, often without considering the serious risks involved. Despite its popularity, Hajwala was extremely dangerous, leading to numerous accidents, severe injuries, and fatalities, both for participants and for spectators who gathered to watch the stunts. Saudi authorities were quick to condemn the practice, recognizing the public safety threat it posed. Throughout the 2000s, they implemented a series of escalating measures aimed at deterring drivers from participating. These included severe penalties such as vehicle confiscation, imprisonment for those caught performing stunts, and large-scale public awareness campaigns, emphasizing the dangers of high-speed, reckless driving. Despite these efforts, Hajwala persisted for years as a subculture, capturing media attention and continuing to attract thrill-seekers drawn to its notoriety and the adrenaline of performing extreme driving maneuvers. Over time, increased enforcement, public education, and changes in social attitudes have helped reduce its prevalence. But the phenomenon remains a notable example of how grassroots subcultures can emerge rapidly, spread through informal networks, and challenge authorities while reflecting broader societal interests in risk, skill, and social status. This is the story of owling, a short-lived internet trend that emerged in the early 2010s. It appeared as a playful response to the planking craze, which had dominated social media in the preceding months. Planking involved lying face down in unusual or unexpected locations, with participants photographing themselves and sharing the images online. Like planking, owling relied on absurdity and humor, inviting people to perform silly, harmless stunts in public spaces. Its simplicity and visual appeal helped it spread quickly among social media users, eager for the next viral challenge. Owling involved crouching low to the ground, tucking the arms in and bending them to resemble wings. The pose mimicked the stance of an owl and required balance and focus. Many participants found the position awkward but funny, which added to the humor of the trend. The goal was to find unusual or unexpected locations to owl, creating a visual joke that could easily be shared online. Participants positioned themselves on park benches, stairways, tables, or even urban structures. The more unusual the location, the more attention the image could attract. Like other viral trends, creativity and originality were highly valued. People often tagged friends or challenged them to try owling in increasingly bizarre locations. Social media played a major role in spreading the trend. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram allowed users to share images instantly. Hashtags and online communities helped circulate the concept, encouraging participation and amplifying visibility. Memes, tutorials, and challenge posts made it easy for anyone to join. Despite its rapid rise, owling was remarkably short-lived. Within a few weeks, attention had shifted to other viral trends. Its fleeting popularity highlighted the ephemeral nature of internet fads, which could grow, peak, and disappear in days. The trend reflected a cultural desire for playfulness and absurdity. Unlike other stunts, owling was safe, requiring no dangerous skills or equipment. People of all ages could participate, alone or with friends. Owling also demonstrated how social media encourages creative interaction with everyday spaces. Ordinary objects or locations became stages for humor, turning mundane surroundings into sites of amusement and community engagement. Ultimately, owling is remembered as a quirky footnote in internet history. It shows how viral phenomena capture attention, encourage playful creativity, and spread rapidly, even if only for a brief and humorous moment in time. This is the story of the zombie fish building, also known as Arimasuton Biru, one of Tokyo's most unique and surreal structures. Designed and built by Keisuke Ota, a self-taught architect, outsider artist, and Buto dancer, the building stands out for its handmade concrete construction and unconventional form. Ota's artistic vision transformed raw concrete into an imaginative, almost sculptural structure that contrasts sharply with the surrounding urban landscape. Its quirky, organic appearance has earned it a reputation as one of the city's most unusual architectural landmarks. The building's charm lies in its handmade, eccentric qualities. Unlike modern mass-produced structures, the zombie fish building reflects the personal creativity and labor of a single individual. Every curve, texture, and detail carries the artist's hand, creating an effect that feels both whimsical and surreal. Despite its uniqueness, the structure is often overlooked in photographs. Sunlight rarely falls ideally on it, and nearby new constructions obstruct clear views, making documentation challenging. Those who wish to see the building may have limited opportunities. The neighborhood is undergoing rapid redevelopment, which threatens to obscure or absorb this one-of-a-kind structure. Construction fences partially block access, and the building's visibility will likely diminish as the area modernizes. For anyone hoping to glimpse it, visiting sooner rather than later is recommended. Nearby, signs of urban transformation are already evident. The Takanawa Gateway City redevelopment recently opened its first phase. Spanning 32 acres, the $3.2 billion project signals the neighborhood's shift toward large-scale modern development, emphasizing commercial and residential expansion. This juxtaposition of the handmade zombie fish building against massive redevelopment projects highlights a tension between individual artistic expression and urban modernization. While the city embraces ambitious construction, the building remains a reminder of creativity, eccentricity, and human touch in an increasingly homogenized environment. As Tokyo grows, the zombie fish building serves as a fleeting window into an era of personal, outsider architecture. Its presence challenges perceptions of space, design, and urban life, marking it as a memorable, if endangered, piece of the city's cultural landscape. The building's future is uncertain. Redevelopment may swallow it entirely, making existing photographs and memories all the more valuable. It stands as a testament to what creativity can achieve, even amid rapid urban change and economic pressures, offering inspiration to artists and architects alike. For now, the zombie fish building remains a hidden gem of Tokyo, a striking example of how human imagination can carve out space in a modern cityscape dominated by large-scale planning, concrete towers, and commercial ambition. This is a look at the babies of the world's largest flying birds, the albatrosses. These chicks hatch and grow while nesting directly on the ground, relying on their upright posture to maintain balance and regulate body temperature. Unlike many birds that build elevated nests, albatrosses remain on flat, open terrain, which exposes them to the elements but allows easy access for feeding by their parents. The chicks are dependent on their parents for food and protection, gradually developing the strength and coordination they will need as adults. As albatrosses mature, they undergo significant growth, eventually developing wingspans that can exceed 10 feet, making them the largest flying birds in the world. This immense wingspan allows them to glide over vast ocean distances with minimal effort, conserving energy during long foraging trips. The chicks' early life on the ground helps prepare them for the challenges of flight, building strong legs and core muscles while they learn to coordinate their movements. Albatross chicks also benefit from parental care that extends over months or even years. Both parents take turns feeding and guarding the chick, ensuring it receives enough nourishment to sustain rapid growth. This slow but steady development reflects the species' long life cycles and adaptation to a harsh oceanic environment. The nesting strategy, while exposing chicks to predators and environmental challenges, is effective because albatross colonies are often located on remote islands with few natural threats. This provides a relatively safe space for young birds to grow and prepare for the rigors of adult life. Observing albatross babies reveals the remarkable adaptation of these birds to their environment. Their upright posture, dependence on parents, and eventual transformation into enormous gliders highlight the species' unique life cycle and the incredible scale of adult albatrosses. Albatross chicks represent the beginning of a journey that will take them across oceans, demonstrating resilience, careful parental investment, and the extraordinary capabilities that these birds develop from such a young age. These young birds are a testament to the wonders of nature, showing how even the largest flying creatures begin life grounded, gradually preparing for the vast skies and open seas they will eventually master. This is the story of Simon Beck, a British snow artist known for creating enormous geometric artworks on snow-covered landscapes. Beck uses snowshoes and a compass to carefully walk precise patterns, transforming blank expanses of snow into intricate temporary masterpieces. Each design is planned meticulously, with every step contributing to the symmetry and overall effect of the work. Beck's creations often span hundreds of meters, and their scale can only be fully appreciated from an elevated viewpoint. The geometric shapes range from simple patterns to complex interlocking designs, showcasing a blend of mathematical precision and artistic vision. Observers marvel at the combination of scale, accuracy, and elegance, especially considering that each artwork is made entirely by foot. The process is physically demanding. Beck spends hours walking in deep snow, sometimes covering miles in a single piece. Snowshoes allow him to move across the snow without sinking too deeply, while a compass ensures that the lines remain straight and angles accurate. This combination of endurance, skill, and planning is essential to achieve the intricate patterns that have become his signature style. Despite the time, effort, and precision involved, Beck's snow art is inherently ephemeral. A fresh snowfall, rising temperatures, or wind can erase the designs entirely, leaving the landscape blank once again. This impermanence is a defining feature of his work, highlighting the transient nature of beauty and the fleeting moments that can inspire awe. His art challenges traditional notions of permanence in artistic expression. By embracing the temporary, Beck encourages viewers to appreciate the present moment and recognize the beauty in things that do not last. Each piece is a reminder that creativity can exist within natural constraints. Simon Beck's snow art has attracted international attention, with photographers and enthusiasts traveling to witness the intricate patterns before they vanish. Social media and online platforms have helped share his ephemeral works with a global audience, inspiring admiration and curiosity. Through his unique approach, Beck demonstrates how the human imagination can interact with nature, turning ordinary snowfields into extraordinary canvases. His work blends endurance, skill, and artistry in a way that celebrates both creativity and the environment. Ultimately, Simon Beck's creations are a testament to the beauty of impermanence, showing how patience, planning, and artistry can transform a simple, snowy landscape into a breathtaking temporary masterpiece that captivates viewers before it disappears. This is the story of the Narum Gardens, also called the Oval Gardens, an iconic example of landscape architecture located in Narum, a northern suburb of Copenhagen, Denmark. Designed in 1948 by the acclaimed Danish architect Carl Theodor Sørensen, the gardens showcase dozens of oval-shaped plots thoughtfully arranged across a shared grassy landscape. Each plot is enclosed by neatly trimmed hedges and features a small cottage, allowing residents to cultivate their own private gardens while remaining part of a larger community. The layout balances individuality and collective harmony. While each gardener enjoys personal space and creative freedom, the overall design promotes a sense of community through its shared pathways, open lawns, and cohesive visual structure. The oval plots flow naturally across the site, creating a fluid, organic pattern that encourages walking, socializing, and quiet reflection. From above, the Narum Gardens form a stunning aerial mosaic, demonstrating Sorensen's innovative approach to landscape design. The geometric precision of the ovals combined with the softness of the greenery produces an effect that is both visually striking and calming. Visitors and residents alike experience a seamless blend of order and natural beauty. The small cottages within each plot serve a practical and social purpose. They provide a place to rest, store tools, and enjoy the garden, fostering sustainable living while reinforcing the human connection to nature. The gardens are designed to be enjoyed slowly, encouraging mindfulness and engagement with the environment. Sorensen's vision reflects core Danish values, including hygge, the sense of coziness, contentment, and well-being, as well as sustainability and community. The design anticipates the needs of residents for both solitude and social interaction, blending aesthetics with function in a remarkable way. Today, the Narum Gardens remain a celebrated example of 20th century landscape architecture, admired for their elegance, innovation, and enduring cultural significance. They offer a serene retreat just minutes from Copenhagen, proving that thoughtful design can harmonize beauty, community, and nature in a modern urban context. This is the story of Chris Salvatore, a 31-year-old actor and singer from Los Angeles, who formed an extraordinary bond with his 89-year-old neighbor, Norma Cook, after moving into their shared apartment complex in West Hollywood. Their friendship developed quickly, fueled by shared conversations over champagne, playing with Norma's cat Hermes, and supporting each other through life's ups and downs. Despite the age gap, they found companionship, humor, and emotional connection, creating a relationship that transcended ordinary neighborly interactions. As Norma's health declined due to leukemia and mounting medical expenses, Chris acted with remarkable compassion. He launched a GoFundMe campaign that raised roughly $50,000, providing enough funds to cover her care. However, Chris did more than offer financial help. Rather than moving Norma into a facility, he invited her to live with him full-time, stepping into the role of primary caregiver. He coordinated professional hospice and medical visits, while providing daily companionship, comfort, and support. Their relationship went beyond caregiver and patient. Chris treated Norma like a grandmother, sharing holidays, meals, and everyday moments. They laughed, talked, and experienced life together, finding joy in small routines and meaningful gestures. This bond illustrated the profound connections that can form when kindness, empathy, and commitment are offered without expectation. Chris's dedication highlighted the power of human generosity and love. By opening his home and heart to Norma, he gave her dignity, care, and companionship during her final days. He ensured she was never alone, showing that family can be chosen and formed through acts of care and devotion. Their story resonated far beyond their apartment complex. It became a testament to the impact of simple acts of love, illustrating how selflessness and connection can transform lives. The narrative reminds us that meaningful relationships are not defined solely by blood, age, or circumstance, but by the compassion and commitment people show one another. Ultimately, Chris and Norma's story demonstrates that profound bonds can arise in unexpected places, revealing the extraordinary potential for human kindness, empathy, and familial love in everyday life. Their friendship stands as an inspiring example of how care and generosity can change lives forever. This is the story of Helen Johnson, a grandmother from Tarrant, Alabama, who in 2014 was caught attempting to steal 5 eggs from a local Dollar General store to feed her hungry grandchildren. With only $1.25 to her name and her family going without food for days, she felt desperate and saw no other way to provide for them. Officer William Stacy responded to the scene and, after listening to her story, made a compassionate decision. Instead of arresting her, he bought her a dozen eggs with his own money, showing understanding and kindness. The heartwarming act was captured on video and quickly went viral, inspiring the local community to donate groceries and other support. Officer Stacy's actions became a widely praised example of empathy, proving that small acts of humanity can make a profound difference for those in need.